training course on using the quiz applications in Canvas. This training is presented by the Academic Technology Division of Piedmont College. In this lesson, you will learn how to create a quiz in Canvas, add accommodations to that quiz, and be able to describe other features found using the Canvas quiz functions. Quizzes are a good way to measure learning. These can be formative or summative assessments. This also allows students the opportunity to see where they are in understanding the content. Okay, so let's get into our course. On the left-hand side, we will left-click on the Assignments page. Here you will see our group assessments and assignments. I like to go to the Assignments page first because it gives me an idea of where I want to put this quiz. Now that I have an idea of where I'm going to put the quiz, I can now left-click on the Quiz tab, which is right here on the left-hand side. You will notice a plus quiz symbol on the upper right-hand side of the page. Let's left-click on that. Now you are taken to a screen that shows the words Details, Questions, and Mastery Paths. I am now going to click on the Master Paths tab. I'm showing you this because it's there. And here is where your student learning outcomes would be attached to your quiz assessment. As of now, the Academic Technology Division is not requiring you to do this, but that may change. If it does change, we will have subsequent trainings on how to use this particular part of the assessments in the quiz tool. But for our purposes, we're going to focus on the Details page. Here you will be able to name the quiz, and in the rich text box below, you will put in your instructions for the quiz that your students are about to take. Under that, you can choose the type of quiz you want to give your students in the assessment group that will be recorded in your gradebook. Now you have options where you can add a time limit. I'm going to add 10 minutes for this particular quiz, and you can choose if you want your students to see the right answers, and if you want that, you do that here. You can also put in a date if you wish for when the quiz will be available and when it will end. Now let's put in questions. To do that, you pick the Questions tab above, next to the Details page tab. Now we're going to put in some questions. So up here we can choose what type of quiz question we want to use. For instance, we could use multiple choice, true or false, and there are a plethora of other options for you to use. Now let's give this a point value. Now let's put our question in a rich text box. Now we can go down to the answers, and so you'll put in the right answer and 3 or more distractors. To set more distractors or to add another answer or whatever, just hit the plus add answer and a box will pop up and will allow you to add more answers. Now you can move where the right answer is by clicking on the arrow and putting it where the right answer is. When that is done, I want to left click on the plus new question, and a new box will come up for me to add the question. Now when you've added enough questions, push save or save and publish if you are ready to have your students take the quiz. Let's imagine that we have a student that needs an accommodation. In Canvas, we are able to accommodate that student by using the tools that are in the quiz application. On the right-hand side of the page, you will left-click on the Moderate this quiz tab. Once you do that, it will take you to a list of your students. To give your students extra time, just click on the student's checkbox next to their name. And go to the right and left-click on the pencil, and a menu will pop up that will allow you to give extra time for the student or give them extra attempts or any combination of the two. When you are done, left-click on Save, and underneath their name, you will see the accommodations that you added. Now you have a basic understanding of creating a quiz, And one of the things I want to talk about really quickly that I'm not going to go quite over, but I'm going to do another training on, is that once you create a quiz, those questions actually wind up in a test bank that you can use in the future with your other iterations of courses. Or if you have a course that has the same type of questions in it, you can actually use those questions from the test bank that you just created. In today's lesson, you learned how to make a quiz in Canvas, how to add accommodations to that quiz, and some of the other features that can be found in the quiz app that is embedded in Canvas. The Academic Technology Division would like to thank you for taking this training, and if you need any further assistance, please feel free to email us at the emails below.